Here we are, guys. We're gonna go on a nice little hunt today. This will be Jackson. This is his first go ever at hunting, am I right? Got his dad Eric, and then got my son Braxton there on the left, and we're gonna see what happens here. Shoot it again? Yeah, I think you missed. Okay. I can barely hear. Go ahead, bud. What is this? Here comes another one. It ain't pretty, but it'll eat good. Some of your jokes aren't funny. Isn't that awesome?
It's awesome.
How hard is it to stay set still right now?
Very hard.
Are you cold?
Not anymore.
It busted out in a sweat about 20 minutes ago.
That's awesome.
The only thing we find. That's a nice shot. You know, you can see how far away it is. Well, you can really smell it here. Can you smell it?
Smell like belly?
Yeah.
No, Jack?
You smell it?
You know, we didn't bring a gun.
I'll go grab it.
Grab the one without the scope.
Alright, let's get Savage.
Is that a Savage?
It's a Savage 99. Yeah.
So, before we get on this, guys, just kind of, what are your expectations here, man? How far do you think that this deer went in that woods?
I don't think it went far.
I kind of agree with you. I don't, go ahead.
It seemed to just like walk as soon as it got to where the forest was.
Yeah. It was on a quickness to get out of this field, but once it hit the wood line, it stopped. So I think it probably laid down in here. What do you think about? You think it's even as far as the truck?
Maybe.
Hey, this is what we'll do. We'll walk in there and follow the blood trail, and just in case if we jump him, you be ready for that. You ready?
Ready.
And as far as I know, everything's safe as far as shooting, except for you can see the silhouette of that house up there. Okay?
I'll aim it that way. You ready, buddy? Mm-hmm.
This is all you, man. It's right there on your knees on that plant.
Okay, now see some right up there? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Gotta be.
Okay, we'll go over there and take a peek at it. Nice.
Oh, his guts are hanging out.
Well, we figured that might be a possibility. Oh, get up there and grab his horns. His horns.
Heavy. This is done.
Jackson, I'm proud of you, dude. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Moonlight and Outdoors podcast. If you hadn't already, please go on over and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our Instagram and Facebook. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Young Guns MLO. We got Jack here. This young man, 13 years old, 8th grader at New Palestine High School. Is it high school? You still call it high school?
It's middle school.
Middle school. He's an 8th grader at New Palestine Middle School.
Junior high school.
There we go. Got his pops over here, Eric Kessinger. And so I don't know if this is going to be a podcast. I don't know if this is going to be a hunting video. We have more footage from this young man's hunt than we have on several of our own, so we're pretty excited about sharing it with you guys. So just a little background on this young man. He actually is more of a fisherman. Dad has to drag him out a little bit, but he's more of a fisherman until this year. I think he's a hunter now, and we're going to be out knocking on a lot more doors trying to secure us some more deer hunting ground because we got to get stand-up dedicated in this young man's name. So, Jack, how did it feel to go out and take your first deer?
It was like nothing I've ever experienced before.
And I believe that. So tell me this. Never hunted before, right?
Yeah, never.
So you've not hunted rabbit, nothing?
Nothing.
So what was your expectations coming into this?
Well, I was expecting it to be a lot like fishing, where we'd sit there for a while and get a whole bunch of stuff, but it wasn't at all like fishing.
Well, maybe I need to go fishing with you guys because that's not...
Say, we got that on record, right? We go
Yeah.
out and a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Are you talking like weeds and sticks, or are you talking actual fish?
Fish.
Daggone, I'm going with you guys. Going with him. So, and it was different than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me about your 2-day extravaganza. 2 days, and this guy got it done. So let's hear it.
So, on the first day, what happened was we sat there and we were waiting, and somebody like sneezed. I'm pretty sure it ruined it for that first day.
Was that me?
No.
Okay, I was trying to remember. I don't remember sneezing. It was Cody?
Yeah.
It was Cody. Cody sneezed. All right.
It was Braxton.
Braxton sneezed.
It's one of
Braxton
the moonbeams.
ruined the day. So, yeah. Okay, keep going.
And then after a while, we decided to go back. And then the next day, it was me and my dad came out, and we sat down, and we were talking real loud.
Mm-hmm.
And they just walked up to us. So I shot it once, and it ran, and it just stopped in the middle of the field. So I shot it again.
Yes. Way to go, man. You got this down.
Then it started running into the forest, and we called you.
Yep. And then it was all history from there because we went on a 70-yard, maybe 60-yard track.
Yeah.
And he was down. And that was awesome. And I'm awful glad that we did give it the time. The shot was a little far back, so we did the right thing on. And I'm telling you, that's the hardest part, I think, in my opinion. In some of my first time ever deer hunting, I was with Eric, and I don't even want to get into those stories, but let's just say we didn't have anybody teaching us. So when we shot a deer, we thought that the thing to do was to yippee, jump out of the stand and go grab onto the antlers. But
I'll find it before it stops.
yeah, that is not how it works. So Jack did the right thing. He was able to dig deep and find the patience to wait for that buck to expire. And we got some pretty neat video footage following the blood trail. We actually have cell phone footage of both shots, which isn't too bad, honestly, for a cell phone. We're gonna drop that in. Hope you guys stay tuned to watch that. I don't know if it's gonna be pre or post interview here, but it's pretty special. We were able to get that footage for you. I would love to have had my first deer filmed, so you're pretty lucky.
And he got to keep actually the casing he shot it with. The bullet, your eye caught that sticking out, a lump on his shoulder. Got to keep the casing, the bullet, and he's getting the mount as well. So
that's awesome.
The trifecta.
He's getting the whole thing. Yeah, it looked like he had a little wart or something hanging on the side of him. I'm like, man, what is that? And I was like, I think that's the bullet. Sure is. Where's the bullet right now?
It's rather still in that jacket, or my dad put it somewhere.
Okay, I thought he was reaching for his pocket, and I'm like, no way, that's awesome. Here it is, a piece of lead. Yeah.
It's in a bowl beside the sink right now.
Okay, right on.
It's still got a little organic material on it. We're trying to
let that
flush out.
Let that wear off. So Jack, now that you've shot a deer, have you even considered maybe getting into some small game hunting, maybe some squirrel or rabbit or anything like that?
Well, I've thought about hunting a little bit, but I don't know that much yet.
Yep.
So I'd like to go hunting for bunnies and foxes.
You can't call them bunnies.
Rabbits.
There you go, rabbits. We're gonna work with him on that. We're gonna call them rabbits. Bunnies. That's cute. Well, this is documented, so you're gonna look back on this one day when you're like sitting way up here teaching all these young kids how to hunt, and you're calling them, I'm gonna hunt for bunnies.
Wear my bear fur jacket.
There you go. You want to hunt a bear someday?
I mean, that sounds fun.
That's absolutely on my bucket list. A bear hunt.
But that's pretty hard, though, to think of it as a little cute bunny.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm still going to take it out.
Kaboom! I don't know, man. But, yeah, that's awesome. See, maybe a fox hunt's in your future, too. I heard you say bunnies and foxes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's awesome. I've actually hunted for both of them. And, in fact, my boys have been coming home the last few days with rabbits. Here, Dad, skin this.
Nice.
So we've been having rabbit quite often over here at the Hams. So here's the deal. We started this Young Guns of MLO show. What we've been doing is interviewing kids. It's taking their first deer. And it doesn't just have to be their first deer. It's just their first outdoor experience, be it fishing, hunting. I don't care what it is. If it's awesome, get with us. We'd love to get you guys on the show. All these hunting experiences are going to dry up come, here real soon. So we're going to need some more material to share with people. Jack, are you going to do anything outside of hunting season this year?
I'm probably going to go exploring in the woods.
Exploring is always good. So here's what I suggest. If you're wanting to be a hunter, and I think that a lot of trigger time is awesome. Get a little more experience behind the rifle, do some target shooting, think about how the vitals line up inside the animal. And so if you're going to shoot, you can just kind of, if the deer is set into you broadside, you can just imagine and envision the bullet trajectory inside the animal as to what it's going to hit. Those are all valuable things that you can do in the off season. Also, I think that maybe fishing will keep you in touch with the outdoors. What do you think about that?
We'll see.
So here's the deal. His dad does a lot of fishing, and it kind of wears him out. So we're trying to encourage him to get out and spend some more time in the boat with his pops.
Greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, anything you can do outside with your dad, you need to cherish that stuff, because one day it might not be so easy to get him out of his wheelchair to roll him into his boat.
That's right.
So anything else you want to talk about, Jack?
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, well, I tell you what, man, I really appreciate you letting me be a part of your first deer harvest. It was a pretty special time for me too, and I hope that you guys all stay tuned and watch that video, because it's pretty awesome. Anything you want to add, Dad?
Well, no, just to give a shout out to the guys out there, that we really appreciate you letting us come in on your spot. You know, the primo time for hunting, and you let Jack come in, set in your spot, took your deer.
Oh, that was my target buck, man.
Right in your face.
I've been watching him for the whole season. So, no, but you're very welcome. And to be honest, it means a lot to me just to be able to be a part of it. So, no, don't ever feel like you owe me a thing, because you paid me back with this experience. How about that?
You're welcome.
So this is where we're at, guys. Young Guns of MLO, right here on the MLO Show. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. We're out.